Hello everyone, Larry Satchwell here again with another add-on to the playground. Today I want to turn this into this. That's right, a chalkboard. I could paint chalkboard paint right on this surface, but it's really rough, so I want to put some sheet metal on it first. I'd love to have a 4x8 sheet of sheet metal, but I called my heating and air guy and said, where do you buy your sheet metal? He gave me the name. I called the gentleman. We were talking. I said, I need a 4x8 sheet of sheet metal. And we talked a little bit, and I said, how much would that cost? He said, well, right off the top of my head, in the low hundreds. Now folks, I love my grandkids, but for a sheet of sheet metal to cost in the low hundreds for a 4x8 for a chalkboard, I just couldn't pull the trigger on that. So I went to Home Depot, and they have, their largest sheet is 4 feet by 3 feet. So I purchased 3 of those. So let's get started. Now this is not 8 feet wide. It's made to go on the deck here. In fact, it measures 90.5. So I want to find the center point. I'm a symmetrical person. I could put a 3x4 and a 3x4 and then what's left over, but that would bug me the rest of the time it was here. So 45.25 should be the center point. Now that I have both centers marked, I can attach this temporarily. And now I'll mark the boundary lines. And take it back down. I'm going to use this power grab from Loctite, Instant Grab, and I'm going to put a few beads on here. And then I can reattach it. And this time I'm going to permanently attach it. I'm using 3/4 inch flathead screws on this. They're called modified truss screws. Now I don't have a fancy J roller. I wish I did. So to get this adhesive down real easily, I just wrapped up a t-shirt. I wrapped up a piece of wood in a t-shirt. I'm going to use some baby powder to make sure it slides well. I'm going to start right here in the middle, pressing that adhesive as hard as I can out to the sides. Oh, that's on there tight. Now I can measure and cut the other panels. I'm going to cut both of these at the same time. So up to this point, I've not worried about wearing gloves with these factory edges. They're nice and smooth. But this cut's going to be a different story. So off camera, I switched to a flap wheel to smooth off this edge. So now it's time to sand these 2 pieces and get them mounted. So now I want to make sure I get factory edge to factory edge, and we'll put that right up there. Time to trim it out. While at Home Depot the other day, I was able to find some cedar fence in their 70% off pile, so it worked out perfect. I bought them, and now I'm going to plane them smooth. I really don't like the way this is sticking, and I may have to go get a primer. Well, I definitely don't like that. I'm going to have to go talk to my friends in the paint department, because this is going to take several coats. The directions for the primer said to wait 30 minutes before you start painting. It's been about 45. Still not great, but better than it was. Well, definitely going to take a second coat. I'm not sure why the middle panel is so much lighter than the other two, but we'll come back in the morning and give it a second, possibly even a third coat if we need it.